Yeah, yeah.
It's fascinating how the different environments, whether it's up there in the quiet room, whether it's at a huge crowd, whether it's at a regional, which is a little bit smaller, but there's a lot more sort of local pride, whether it's online and you're in the comfort of your own home. There's a very different vibe at all of these places, and we'll see how they adapt here. NAKAT versus ProtoBanham, Pichu versus MinMin starting off game one. NAKAT's got to be extra careful because that megawatt will kill you at 30.
Oh, yeah.
That thing will sing.
What do you think about this matchup, Void?
It's pretty tough, of course. You know, Pichu just blows up, and it takes a long time to get in. But I feel like Pichu, of course, MinMin's, I'll always say this, MinMin's a great character to hit. When you hit MinMin, like, MinMin doesn't have any tools to get out of combos, really. MinMin doesn't really have, like, the greatest disadvantage, and Pichu's one of the best characters at taking advantage of that. However, MinMin's also one of the best characters at making sure you never get that opportunity. Yeah. So that's going to be the story of this set for the most part. How is Pichu going to get in? And actually, is Pichu going to get in? Yeah. And when it happens, are you going to get the edge guard or not? We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's one of the big things, man. As my boy Merch says, man, this character is stay away, right? You don't want anyone by you. Just sit back. Of course, you can just go ahead and pummel the T-Jolts as well, so they're not going to be as big of a factor as they usually are in other matchups. So it's difficult, and this character does tons of damage while keeping you at bay as well.
It's tough because you see Proto continually charging the forward smash at that like roll distance, and you think you can punish it, and then the other arm comes, and you're like, ah, yeah, I got to shield that too. And to his credit, NAKAT's been doing that. He seems to have a pretty firm handle on when Proto is going to swing, keeping it pretty even thus far.
We did do a very mini crash course before he played. I was like, you probably know absolutely nothing about MinMin, right? And he's like, yeah, probably. And I was like, okay, well, I can give you like a 5-minute TLDR. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. And it seems like he's doing a good job so far for having almost any like inexperience.
How easy would you say it would be to snipe MinMin out of a recovery with Pichu?
It's really hard, actually.
Really?
Because the arms will just beat out T-Jolts. So generally, you have to put yourself out there in those types of situations and see if you can get past the arms.
And every time you lose that interaction or trade, you're taking 10, which is like an eighth of your stock. So no, that makes sense. It's fascinating because MinMin's recovery, I think we can all agree, isn't good, but it's very like some characters deal with it way easier than others.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like you're Roy, you're just jumping over the arms and slashing and you go away. Yep.
Swinging on the way back.
And look at that. Now you're dead for it. Reversal.
Right. This is a tough situation to be in.
I mean, it's so easy to two-frame agility, right?
Absolutely.
That up B from Pichu is probably one of the biggest things that hurt Pichu because that combined with being light, it's like you open up so many obvious win conditions for characters, right?
True.
You don't even get a mix-up of like agility into them too because there's no hitbox. So
it's a very huge glaring weakness.
Yeah.
Because even though Pichu's hard to hit, well, I mean, it's like Pichu's going to ledge, right? Now all of a sudden, you being small does not matter.
Yeah, and you make your hurt box actually bigger, right? When you're doing up B, so.
Wow. Deep nair there.
That was clean.
See if NAKAT can get back into this. Obviously, that very early KO on the second stock from the two-frame. Proto riding a bunch of that momentum here, and it's still keeping it going, man. Pichu extremely light, not getting those openings off stage.
I got to be honest, NAKAT's character pool is just... I think there are some huge flaws in it. I mean, when you look at this event and things like this, Pichu has some glaring weaknesses, and Sora is just kind of half-baked. Not NAKAT, but the character in general just feels a little not quite there.
It's going to take time. That character takes time.
Needs pockets kind of vibe for sure. Like you look at Sora, you're like, yeah, I'm definitely going to need some pockets for certain matchups, right?
I feel like NAKAT's character pool is like, you got fries and broccoli, but I need a steak, dude. Like, I need a burger. I feel like there's no entree here, and that's where he's struggling. And it's no fault to the player. It's just these matchups are hard, dude. When you fight a MinMin, what's your answer?
And I'm sure NAKAT's thinking about that right now. Like, what could I do differently? Was it a lot of the character? Was it me? And it seems like NAKAT will be going with a different answer here in Game 2.
Yeah. Sora's just so hard. We'll see if you can make it work.
I generally feel for Sora matchups, if Sora's outranged, it can be really tough. I know that's very general, but like if you're Nair and Fair get outranged by like the MinMin arms, it's like, okay, now you have to like kind of come in like pretty aggressively, right?
Yeah.
And even like your spells are not going to be that great versus the MinMin arms, especially Wild Thunder being able to, you know, from underneath the platform there, just kind of stop that.
True.
I wonder how good that's going to be at breaking zone.
Oh, the side B.
Bursting through. I feel like not very because of this. Like, she's still maintaining horizontal, and the Ram is so fast that like you're not getting through. But just an idea.
Yeah.
I can safely say I've never seen this matchup. So.
I was very surprised, actually, that he got into side B through that one time, you know? But, yeah, it definitely will not be something that you can probably rely on, and that's going to be the hardship.
I think that's scary here. Sora's just really floaty. And I feel like MinMin kind of wants you to be a little floatier. You have to keep
Stay in the air longer, please.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me
don't
more
be
time
Fox
to aim.
and just fall back down.
Exactly.
Like,
Like, I feel like MinMin can have hard times with very fast verticals, and Sora's almost the opposite.
Especially because Ram goes up.
Yeah,
Ram
just
has
snipe
the
you out.
loop.
Absolutely.
And Proto will jump after throwing out the Ram to make it anti-air even
See, look,
more.
I mean, look at this damage here. And just carry you. Like, it's so hard to float against this character.
Yeah, I feel like in the future of Sora's meta, it's going to be like a Luigi character where like a lot of the players have to develop the IDJ combos and like hit you and either kill you or do 80 kind of deal, right? Because it can be so hard. And I just feel like right now those combos are so hard to do that the Sora players just aren't quite there yet with the combo game.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I mean, right now pretty much people are only getting a mileage out of like the spells and then getting the basic combos, but it's not nearly enough. The character really needs to be on that more optimal route, and that's where you see kind of the rise in terms of this character's viability.
And to his credit, I think NAKAT would be running over a lesser player, but Proto is just playing this absolutely perfectly to a T in this matchup. You can see him pop the counter. It doesn't even matter. Spacing is so good. NAKAT can't get a single hit off. Using the arms at just at their maximum distance.
Okay, getting up and over the Thunder. The air dodge, though. Proto's defense phenomenal here.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
And even there, going up after the up B, knowing that Sora could just side B after, not giving him the chance to land, just chasing him with the up air for some free damage.
Yep.
Man, and this ledge just completely locked down here. Proto with all of the control, knowing when and where to throw the arms, knowing when and where to throw these nairs. And, I mean, NAKAT still finding himself a home here on this right side of the stage, not being able to, you know, touch the ground.
Yeah, he just gets to swing at him, man. Even threaten those air dodges right there. Like, what do you do when you're so floaty?
And again, I think there's a clear blind spot with the characters.
I think MinMin is a character that also excels very hard, where if you have a roster and you can't cover MinMin, that's a very big character you need to be able to cover.
MinMin has a very like volatile matchup spread in my opinion. And like the character she beats, she like invalidates.
Yeah, she destroys them.
Yes.
Like, why am I playing this game?
Yeah.
Like, type of invalidation.
And then there's Roy versus MinMin, where MinMin's like, I'm getting invalidated.
Yeah, it's like, that's right, bitch.
This is what I do to other characters.
No.
Oh, no.
And I think that's a big part of why Proto plays multiple characters, you know?
Yeah, big agree on there.
It's funny, too, because it feels like she's another one of those random encounters, because you're not going to see many, if any, you know.
Except for the one we're seeing right here, you know?
Yeah, and especially when you get to this level of play, like you got to watch out for the characters, but you also it's mainly like who's playing what, right? Like now I feel like top players are like, okay, let's actually learn the Steve matchup, because now the Steves are starting to get to that point of their neutral
at the top level.
Yeah, like you're going to start running into Steves in top 8. Now you got to start learning the Steve matchup, right? Before it was kind of like, well, I just hope I don't play the Steve players. Like, they don't usually make it to the top 32.
I
so.
just hope.
Now there's too many to avoid.
Right,
Jake makes moves.
Oh, that's
Jake go crazy.
The reckoning is coming.
Yeah.
Steve, trust me.
Yes.
People are going to be very upset in a few months.
Yeah, and I know even in NA, we don't have like too many MinMins. There's like a few SoCal ones. We have the Buzz on some days, Pink. So it's tough to get MinMin experience nowadays, you know. Not only that, I'm just gonna be honest. Playing friendlies against MinMin isn't always the most fun.
Yeah, MinMin players usually are not the ones that, you know, the friendly setup is super crowded. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I love fighting MinMin though. Fighting MinMin is great.
Yeah, we don't do rotations here.
Oh man, he red bounced. He went to go chase him and he got hit by the megawatt. A red bounce, and it was only at like maybe 110 before the hit. God.
Oh, yep.
Can't jump over that.
Air control coming in.
Yep. Coming in hot. Captain NAKAT.
Yeah, Captain NAKAT not being able to get a landing here.
No, not at all.
Man, he is not cleared.
Yeah, definitely not.
Took me a minute.
Yeah, we did the flight simulator. You know? yeah.
Dan, you weren't kidding about being able to box out those T-Jolts. Proto's done it every time.
It's such a big deal. And even on the ground when it comes to, usually when you fight T-Jolt on the ground and you throw out an attack, you end up in that weird clank lag.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen with MinMin's arms.
she
Because
goes
one of
right
the arms
through it.
is a special.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they just have different properties in general. So it's really tough.
Yeah, and T-Jolt is such a main tool for Pichu to like set up these edge guard scenarios to kind of like force you into spots where it's like frame trappy or
It's
just
the
like
Doom
traps
assist,
in general.
man.
Yeah,
It
they're
is.
calling the Doom missiles, man.
Then you can get in, and then you can actually play your game. So without that, now you have this short, stubby character that's just fighting for their life to get in.
That's an opportunity.
Oh, here we go.
Trap.
There's
Going.
something here. Oh my gosh.
Tough. All right, well, this is NAKAT's potentially the final stock of the tournament. Have to see if he can make any magic happen. I mean, Pichu can swing pretty quickly, but we haven't seen it once yet. He just hasn't had the opportunity, and
Ooh, that was
Proto
almost death.
has been the impenetrable wall.
Yeah, no tech chase. Oh, the cross-up as
hell?
well. Proto, just the mix of defense and offense, throwing a...
Uh-oh.
And
No
this
jump.
could be it here. Yeah.
still alive.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, going out there though.
Still can make it.
Going
but-
out easy. The Proto edge guard, man. So damn talented with that character.
Yeah, and Proto just making it look easy, honestly. And again, I mean, like, what a terrible role for NAKAT to have to run into this guy for 13th. That's tragic.
And that's one
Don't wanna
great
be
thing
on the
about
side of that.
summits. You have the great players, and then you have the players who beat the great players. Not to say that they're not also great,
Of course.
but those players usually have really good roles and really bad roles when it comes to the summit roster.
Sure.
And honestly, Proto has to be one of the worst roles for a majority of the people here, if I want to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
like Proto T, they bring such unique characters, right, to the table. And even like, last time we had Zachary. Zachary feels like I'm the dude in Japan that plays the top tiers, right? Like you're gonna be
Yeah.
playing the Rods, you're gonna be playing the Jokers, right?
That's what I mean.
But
If
you
you
probably
know
that Japan
about.
swag.
If you
attached to it.
travel,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you travel, you probably played like a diet Zach Ray. Like you
Right,
probably fought
right.
him. You haven't fought those guys,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's pretty
That
good.
fucking blue.
Yeah,
Like-
it's rough.
MinMin crazy.
Dude, okay,
Yeah.
so this is my fault, by the way, but I don't really have any top-level MinMin experience.
Can you move your microphone?
Oh,
Yep.
do I need
Oh,
to?
yeah, bring your
Sorry.
mic up a
So
little
I don't
bit.
really have top-level MinMin experience, so to go
It's hard to
against the
get.
best one is just like, man, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like throughout the entirety of this tournament, I mean, I said yesterday how, like, sadly and irresponsibly, I let kind of, like, the negativity get to me, right? So on that day one, I was really stressed out. It got so bad to the point where I had like people messaging me from my family, like, yo, why are they saying all these things about you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how'd you even find this chat? I didn't tell you about this tournament.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy,
I
man.
felt
That's
really bad
crazy.
about that, So I'm like, damn, man. Like, all I want to do is just play, have a good time, really experience Summit for what it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
But the entire time I've just been getting fucking harassed, dog. So I'm just like,
That's
well,
crazy,
fuck,
man.
this sucks. I want to go home.
Sure.
But
yeah.
so I tried to fight through that, right? All these like bad emotions and shit. And I did my best. I had a really bad
You had a
pool.
bad roll.
Ooh.
Like you had Leo in your
Jesus
pool,
Christ,
and then
dog.
playing Proto for 13th. Like,
Yeah.
you
I had Leo, best player in the world, right? And still I
Right.
stand by my philosophy. Like, I feel like I can beat anybody. And if I'm gonna bow down to people because they're a higher rank than me,
course.
like, come on, like I'm not a stranger to the PGR or anything.
course.
So I have the ability to beat people higher than me. Like I've proven that time and time again, but this time I got the best player in the world. Lost that. I got Gluto. That game one was nice. I felt like I could have had a way better set had that whole issue with my controller not happen. And controller Johns. I'm like one of the last people to ever do that. I know when something's messing up. And then I played Light, which I had a really competitive set, but I didn't close out that game 5. And then to get into Elegant, Luigi,
sure.
to then get into Proto just now.
Yeah. That's rough.
Dude.
Tough rolls. It's
so,
rough, man.
So one of the things that I was talking about on the couch is it feels like your character pool is kind of lacking, honestly.
Absolutely.
Like the
sucks,
analogy
bro.
I made is that you've
Straight
got
up.
like
Old news.
you've got two.
Chill out, Charles. Chill out.
I know. I don't want to cook you while you're down.
No,
but
you can
I've been,
bake.
I've
You
been
can
telling you
bake, bro.
Pichu
It's
sucks for
fine.
3 years.
So
Well,
You're
no,
bake-
it's
you're
like
definitely baking.
you got two side dishes. Like you've got Pichu as the French fries and Sora as broccoli, but you don't have a steak.
Where's the steak,
Like you
man?
need
Where's
a
the
Joker
Lucina?
or something.
Where's the
And I know
Joker?
that you're
Yeah,
good
Joker
enough to do
Lucina.
it, but it's like it's like when you run into a MinMin, there's no answer. Like those two just,
Yeah,
I feel
really
like
tried.
it's tough.
I tried the Sora, man. And I'm just like, damn, I really can't get in.
Right.
I
Yep.
tried Pichu. I'm like, yo, this is nice when I'm hitting him, but when do I get to hit him?
But you can't even edge guard it. I asked Void, I was
Yeah.
like, can you
Can't
edge guard
throw
it? And then he
T-jolts.
blocks T-jolts with punch. It's like,
Yes.
son of a bitch, what do you do?
So what this is telling me right now is I have a lot of homework to do when I go home. I still think I'm very much capable of beating anybody here or anybody that I fight in tournament. Like this was just a very bad weekend for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
But when I go home, it's time to find a actual main.
So-
That doesn't mean I'm dropping Sora or anything, but
Yeah.
I need to play a character that can actually. I need to pick a top tier that I like,
I
and
mean,
I'm looking at Joker.
That's what I was about to
Right.
say. I mean,
That's
you
what I
played
said
Joker.
I was
just now,
thinking
yeah.
of
Earlier
bringing
on
him
the
out
I was
upstairs.
surprised you didn't.
Yeah.
I really thought that was the play.
Did you guys notice he didn't say, I'm not thinking about dropping Pichu?
Oh,
Yeah, we brought
right.
in Sora.
Come on.
Listen,
Come
dude,
on.
Get him out of here!
Get him out of here! Come on,
3
man.
years
Top
of playing
tier.
Pichu. I love that
Get him
character
outta
so
here.
much, but Jesus
I'm a hater.
Christ,
That's the
dude.
Fox special. The Fox
Jesus
special
Christ.
only. You get the Fox special.
Yeah.
That's all it
All
is.
right, man.
Sure,
I can
sure.
keep Pichu, for spacies.
There you go.
But no, I need to play.
yeah.
Charles, go ahead.
Talk to him,
I
man.
think
Talk to him.
Lucina would be really good for you, or even Ness. This is Ness's best game.
We were talking about that
It just
earlier.
depends. Like I feel like in Ultimate, it's very hard to get two characters to overlap each
Yeah.
other and be like, yo, I got the whole cast in a comfortable position, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like there's some players that are currently trying to force certain characters, right? Like Tweak is obviously trying to force Sephiroth into his roster and seeing how he can make it work. You're obviously trying to force Sora into your
Yeah.
roster, right, and make it work. So you guys are like getting these characters and trying to wrap other characters around them and
Yes.
see like if you can cover the whole cast.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously the better formula is pick the top tier you're comfortable with and then wrap it around them, right?
Yeah.
But it just depends. I mean, you know, when you wanted Sora to be in Smash since you were 10 or something, and then you finally get him in the game and you're like, yo, like this is so sick, right? It's always a push and pull.
And Sora
you know?
can be there too. Sora has the
Yeah.
tools. The thing about it right now, it's just going to take time. And
You
the
have
meta,
to actually
yeah,
develop
yeah,
hard.
where the
It's
meta is
hard.
right now, it's not there yet,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
like right now, Sora to me is like a mid tier.
So
right?
I'm
Like,
not
right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Like it's been going through my head. I've been playing since Brawl competitively. I was like, damn, yo, like I feel like I want to retire. Like I want to quit, move on to just content, move on to doing other things.
Right.
But something that this weekend taught me is that I feel like I'm nowhere near my peak in Ultimate. And if I'm gonna go out, I'd rather reach that before I decide to do something like that.
I respect that.
I have
Let's
a lot
go.
of work to do when I go home. Thank you to everybody watching that supported me the whole weekend. I'm really sorry I couldn't bring it home for you, but I'm going to try to use this last final day of Summit not only to grind, but to have a good time and really reassess everything I got going on in my character pool. So much love to all you guys, and I know I'm godlike. Just a bad weekend. Fuck it.
Hey,
shit,
I
man.
respect that. That's the
Good shit.
mentality, baby.
Absolutely. Play some
All right,
games,
brother.
grind it out. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the winner's side of sets. Don't go anywhere. Summit will continue in just a second.